All right, and we are live and we are alive. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Thank you, Chattanooga Ed, for joining me tonight. And once again, special guest Priscilla MK, art for the channel. She's going to be doing some drawing for us on tonight's stream. It will just be an hour stream tonight. And I know that there's a lot going on. There are other people streaming and whatnot. So I appreciate you all electing to be here very much. Good to see everybody. I'll run through some names real quick. Get my chat over here and live. Griffin Fish Room, Sand Creek Aquatics, Chewy LTD, 44 Mag Guy, Fish and More, Sandy Dowdy, Cody's son, of course, Chattanooga Ed in the chat as well as myself, Dragon Lair, Rawls Aquatics Reptiles, hello and welcome. I don't think I've seen your name before. I appreciate you joining us tonight. Teresa Cookie, Anthony's Fishy Friends, Nathan Fishboy, hello. I think also a new name to me. The Zen Ginger, hello. And thank you for the $2 super sticker with the red I am here arrow. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for the super sticker. Tampa Tom Fishing, glad to see you. Moonstone, hello, Kim. My chat has jumped on me. There we go. William Pridemore. Big Tank Hank is in the house. Sherry Kramer, Muppet 929, GRB Aquatics. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Hopefully we can be somewhat entertaining and show you all a good time. So, Ed, how are things on your end over there? Looking scary.
Oh, yeah, this is my sister, one of my sister's mini masks that she's making.
Very nice.
I don't know if anybody has a link to it. If you don't worry about it.
I think she's sold out at this point.
Yeah, she sold like 200 in the last 2 days.
Yeah,
since our last stream.
Shy looked at him and was like, "Wow, she doesn't even have any anymore." So
yeah, but we literally stocked up on a ton of material. So she's going to town now. She has my mom helping out and 2 daughters. So, but I stole her husband away because he's at my house working on not my dark room. That was what I used to have. My fish room. So awesome. That's pretty awesome. And that's why I'm upstairs instead of downstairs.
Gotcha.
Because I didn't think people would want to hear the generator pumping and hammering and saws and everything else.
So how is that progressing?
Oh, pretty good. It took us an incredibly long time to drill a hole through the front of the house. I mean, literally, maybe 2 hours. We ended up having to buy a new blade.
Oh, wow.
But I'll just show you what the hole looked like. Oh, maybe I won't. Well, this is what it looks like from the inside. But that's so I have an air vent to pull the humidity and the fish smell right out.
Very good idea.
And that's what it looks like now on the front of my house. Just a little gotcha. That's actually a video. I've been videotaping everything all day long.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I don't know what it's going to look like, but I think I might just do like a fast forward thing and
Absolutely.
Just go as things are going up.
Very, very nice. So, Priscilla, how have things been over in your neck of the woods?
Well, we are under stay-at-home order, but I'm considered essential, so I'm still working.
It's a blessing and a curse, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, wearing a face mask and following all the guidelines and all that stuff, but yeah, still kicking.
Yeah.
That's always good.
How are your sales and things doing there? Are you still getting the I guess the people coming in for the fish keeping necessities would be the main thing, I would imagine.
Well, so the first 2 weeks we sold a ridiculous amount of frozen food. And then people are calling the store, ordering, and then picking it up, which is perfect. We offer curbside pickup. So that's you can stay in your car, I'll come out, grab your cart, sanitize it, run it, give you the stuff, and that's it.
That's awesome.
Gotta love that.
So now you guys got to tell me what I should draw.
There we go. Let's see.
Yes. You want to You're the guy. Why don't you say what she's doing?
I'm the guy. So basically, Priscilla has given the option that we can open it up to the chat and kind of let you all throw out the idea of what she's going to draw on the stream tonight while we're just chit-chatting. And we can check out her beautiful artwork being created.
It should be fish related.
Yep.
Yes.
At least.
And she did say something about Piaba, but I mean, she is open to anything. So if somebody has like a favorite fish that's awesome, other than an Oscar.
Right. So we've got Big J
Oh,
said
there's a
red
lot
tail
of
cat. No surprise there. Miss Fever says sunshine cichlid. My teeth are not going to cooperate tonight. Let's see. An angelfish from Tiffany Carabello Holmes. Hello to you as well. I did see Oscar somewhere.
Angelfish, ropefish.
How about a thread finnicara? They're pretty.
Tricolored Oranda. Draw a discus, says the Zen Ginger. Wow. I need to learn how to talk. Apparently, words are hard.
Ooh, I like Big J saying a Geo. I like Geo's heads.
I like Blake's idea for the ornate Beischer.
Yeah. Oh, I took all my. Well, I'll wait till we pick this out, and then I'll talk more.
I like discus. I love
Discus? Absolutely. They're beautiful fish.
You better not cheap out on us and just make a circle and. Like, okay, see ya.
That's why it's just a circle with two eyes.
I like how Holly calls them water chickens.
Discus are angelfish. That's kind
Q's
of
Aquatic said Clown Loach. I know I saw Q in here. So yeah, I will leave it artist's choice there on what you would like to do.
Well, I would say discus are angel because they're both kind of Project Piaba related-ish.
Absolutely, and I know there's some discus drawings, but I haven't seen anybody. I've seen an angelfish drawn more recently than I have a discus. Let me phrase it that way.
All right, let's do discus then.
Yeah, what Zen Ginger said, discus. Everyone draws angels.
Like a wild discus, a heckelei or something.
Okay, well,
I
the
think
first
that would be
discus
good.
that pops up, if we like it.
There we go. Checkerboard discus or cichlids. Sorry, never mind. I forget there's a delay. So
Now, are you going to go color or is this black and white?
Well, I personally love black and white, but it's a discus, so it should probably be colorful, right?
Yeah, well, like snake skins are super neat, but boy, they're pretty hard.
And that's what Dragon Lair said was, Dragon Lair said snakeskin discus, and Rob's aquarium says red turquoise.
See, I knew that Dragon Lair would give up on the whole Oscar idea.
And then Zen says, I win, I say striped turquoise. Before that 44 mag, I said a discus with 6 heads.
Ooh.
Striped turquoise. Let's see.
Sand Creek saying wild caught. So I hope that everyone is staying safe. If you're stuck at home, I hope you're finding ways to occupy yourself. Of course, now's the perfect time to do those tank rescapings that you've had planned, or any of those, DIY projects that you just never have time to tackle. Draining tanks, moving tanks. If you've been up to any fishy-related things that you've been able to accomplish during the quarantine period, feel free to throw that out in the chat and let us know. Give us some ideas of how we can keep ourselves occupied if you are one of the people that is stuck at home currently. Like Priscilla, I am also considered an essential person. Yay. So I've been going to work daily. That is a beautiful fish.
Ooh, that's nice.
Let's do that. Should I use white paper or brown paper?
What do you like better?
Now I got a lot of questions, huh?
When's the last time you used brown? Brown. We'll go brown. Do you like using
All right.
brown?
Yeah, the color will pop more if I use color.
All right.
Awesome. Well, so today I've been moving tanks and fish for the last 2 days, but I took all of our fish from the big fish deal out of quarantine last night.
Nice.
And man, they are so much happier in normal tanks. It is amazing. Those three little, I don't even know what they are, cichlids. I don't remember what they were called. They're supposed to be friendly ones that can go with discus and geos and be friendly.
Yeah.
Those guys are all over the place and they're so happy, but for the last 2 weeks, they hid under a rock in the quarantine tank. And I was like, this is the worst fish ever. But today, they're just as happy as can be. They just needed some substrate. And let's see. No, but they're in a grow out tank. I want them to get much bigger before I put them in the big tank. And the little bichers I got, they're super happy. They're doing great.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, everything's doing good. I'm going to take Dan's Endlers, and I'm going to put those, I think, in with my planted tank. The tank my garden tank.
Mm-hmm. That'll be cool. That'll be very cool. And I'm really excited that you're getting some stuff done on the fish room because I can't wait to see that thing together. I know it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we had to move my 75, so I drained it down to about 5 inches.
Right.
And one of my 7-inch tinfoil barbs went into a stroke and had a stroke. Went upside down and he came out of it and then he was upside down again. And it was just really strange. So I called Bob and he said, give it some salt. So then I thought, well, if I give it salt, I ought to put it in a bucket. And he said, yeah, that'd be a good idea. And then he said, throw an air stone in. It's like, so I did all that and I put it also in my bathroom so it would be nice and dark for him and just relax.
Right.
Man, he looks as healthy as ever.
There you go. Very nice.
But I don't want to put him in that tank until we get to move it back against the wall. We're going to put the wall. We got to put the wall on the 2x4 still. But as soon as we do that tonight, then we'll move it back and I'll refill the tank and put him back in and hopefully he'll be happy again.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm sure he will be now that he's already doing well. Sandy Doty said, I built a stand. Yes, ma'am.
You said I got an hour?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, about 45 minutes.
That's even worse.
Putting you on the spot here.
Hi there,
Sandy says, I
Melvin.
built a stand for my 20 long today. That is awesome. That's one of the things that I need to do is get another rack built or another stand built. Rob's Aquarium says, still working, but rebuilding the fish room and started an indoor garden. Very nice. It's I contemplated doing a garden, but then I remembered the neighborhood cats like to use that area for a litter box when it's a garden, so I decided not to do that.
Oh, I thought he meant a water garden.
Let's see, Sand Creek Aquatic Mondays would be great. I mean, I could do Saturdays, especially if you're going right before me on Saturdays. Just shoot me a message and let me know what you want to do. I'm off work on Mondays typically. Saturdays I work, but if you're doing it at 7 Eastern time, that shouldn't be a problem for me to be available, assuming everybody shows up to work. Tiffany says you could convert a tank to an aquaponic system and document it to grow fresh produce, lettuce, and herbs to eat healthier during lockdown. That is a wonderful idea and a very smart idea. I like that very much, Tiffany. Thank you for throwing that out there. And hello and welcome to the channel. Let's see. I saw some other people. Miss Faber says Ed in the kitchen is throwing me off.
It's actually a sunroom. See, it's got windows all the way around. Well, except for I guess the door goes to the deck.
Yeah, I got a sneak peek at it beforehand, and it's really pretty setup.
Yeah.
Hello
it's
there,
neat.
Dr. Black.
It's really pretty when the light's out, when you can see, because all the trees and there's a lot of flowering stuff, and it's I like it. out here.
The Zen Ginger says it sounds like he had air bladder issues that fixed itself, relating to your fish, your upset fishy.
Yeah, he just had like a panic attack. It was crazy. Poor guy.
All right, sounds good, Nathan. I will be
Maybe
looking for that email.
or something.
Was it because you were chasing him, Ed?
No, he was. I just left him alone, or I just left all the fish alone. I just drained about 60 gallon. Well, maybe not. Maybe 50 gallons, 55 gallons out of that 75, and I'm just working, and my nephew says, "Hey, that fish is upside down." And I went, "Holy cow!"
I'm going to do this. That way people can actually see what's going on. They get to look at our goofy faces all the time. So,
yeah, for sure.
Terrible host, and I'm bad at this, so I didn't think of that sooner. But now everybody can see much better what's going on there. Look at how quickly she's getting that done. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you're putting the pressure on time-wise here.
Hello, Rumble. Hello, Melvin. Rumble, I saw that you had a live set up to go at 8. I hope we didn't disrupt you. I know that there's just so many people streaming anymore that it seems like we're bound to overlap each other. So I hope everything is good on your end there. No offense meant or taken or anything. So I've always been a proponent of people should stream when they want to stream and just go for it.
Yeah, I don't think you need to apologize. We've been here for a long time, so.
Yeah, I don't. It's in my nature. I do customer service. I'm used to apologizing for everything. I had a lady get mad at me earlier because we didn't hold back sanitizing wipes and disinfectant spray for her.
Oh, cheapers. I had to go to 2 different Lowe's yesterday. That was a pain in the butt. Oh, and then I ordered actually, I didn't order it. My mom ordered this stuff for me while I was at the therapy shop, or the therapy shop, physical therapy. And whoa, my cactus is dying. Okay, sorry about that. I have had this cactus since I've been in college, and it's just a great big 4-foot brown stick now. That's sad. Okay, but so she orders it all online, and we get there, and they have it all on a pallet ready to put on the truck. But the stupid kid, all he had to do was type in the computer that we were picking it up. It took him about 20 some minutes just to type that in. It was unbelievable.
So Kenny from Aquatic Marine is here. Hello and welcome. Glad to have you. Says stop apologizing. Well, I have to do at least one more. I'm sorry I haven't gotten up there with that guppy grass that was promised to you and those plecos, but with quarantine being quarantine and Miss Fever having been sick lately, I felt it was best to stay away until I knew that I couldn't give y'all anything.
Wait a minute. You're giving Kenny my guppy grass?
I am. Well, it's not technically yours. It's propagated from yours, but I don't think it's the actual piece.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got
no, that's totally cool.
Isaac was like, dude, I can't get guppy grass. And I'm like, are you kidding? Ed hooked me up with this stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to be throwing away probably a 5-gallon bucket tomorrow. I just throw it off the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
Is guppy grass invasive?
Oh, see, now you're in trouble, Ed.
Maybe. Well, it's literally a mountain. It's not there's no waterfall or stream or anything.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, that would probably be bad. Well, you know what? It's a North American plant, though. So I don't know. You see it's naturally anywhere between Florida all the way up to Alberta.
Huh.
Yeah, so
I know hornwort is everywhere.
Yeah. Apparently, Dr. Black was with Joey King of DIY on Instagram the other day. That is awesome. I know. I saw. I got the notification for him going live, but I didn't actually pull it up. I don't think, or I might have pulled it up I'll say I probably pulled it up while I was gaming, looked at it. I didn't happen to see you, or I probably would have had more interest in it. Just because I talked to you, person to person, and I've never had a conversation with Joey. So, I would feel bad turning it off if you were on there. Not that wasn't meant to be a diss to Joey in any ways. So I hope it didn't come across like that. But very, very cool, Dr. Black. Dragonlair says, I had a guy get really mad last week because we didn't have hand sanitizer. Yes, I'm getting all the wonderful things that people say when they can't find what they want. They don't understand why I don't have hand sanitizer, toilet paper, disinfectant wipes, rubbing alcohol, and all of those things. When we get one truck a week, it comes and it goes.
Yep.
Well,
And
then I have to go somewhere else. That's what I would tell him.
the best thing to do is know when your truck comes in.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Ours come on Friday every week, but it fluctuates what time every week.
Ah.
So, like, one week I might be the first stop, and they're sitting there at 8 a.m. ready to go. The next week I might still be the first stop, but they don't show up until 4 in the afternoon.
Jeepers.
They come out of South Carolina. So there's a lot that can go on between there and here on the highways. And then, I may be like this week, I was the fourth stop or the last stop on the truck. So 3 other stores had to get unloaded before me. So, they may get there at 6 or 7 o'clock at night. But it's been interesting. I will put it that way. Kenny, Aquatic Marines, has got to bounce. Fishy evening to all. I hope you have a great day, great night. I appreciate you swinging by. And I will be by soon once I know everything is A-okay, and I will drop that stuff off to you. The Zen Ginger, thank you for posting all of Priscilla's links for her Instagram, her website, and her Teespring.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see here.
I'm not looking at the chat, so.
Yep. And hey, Kenny, just wanted to say hi. I wish I could make it up to you, but I won't until after this stuff has gone away.
He would be able to bring you 5 gallons worth of guppy grass.
Right.
I will do that next time. I'll have it by then, I'm sure.
There it is. I was looking for a comment I'd read a little bit ago. Up at 929 says, I made a big pile of all the equipment and whatnot that needs to get cleaned. Now just got to do the actual cleaning part. Yeah, that's one of the things I was doing when I was at home for a few days, figuring out what the health situation was here at the house. And I was like, okay, let me get rid of this stuff. I'm never going to use this. I threw out a protein skimmer that I've been missing in the top for like, I don't know. I had it back in my last run of the hobby, so I guess I've had it stored for 10 years at this point going, I just need the top for it. And I was like, you know what? Forget it. Just chuck it out. So I did some of that. That's always a great idea when you've got some extra time. Rob's Aquarium says, guppy grass is hard to come by here. So I've also seen a couple people saying sell it to them, Ed.
It took for me forever to find guppy grass, and Haley hooked me up on some, and so she just gave me a bag, a Ziploc bag worth, and it just took off. So yeah, maybe I would. I was actually thinking was like at the Big Fish deal, and if there's ever any other YouTuber type things, maybe I'll bring a whole bunch of bags of guppy grass and just hand them out as like gifts.
That would be a cool idea.
Anybody that wants them, because I wish I would have brought it to the Big Fish deal. I could have handed out 30 bags easy.
You're the guppy grass supplier.
Yep. Just call me Guppy.
And that stuff is nice. Like I've got it in a lot of tanks, but it gets a real lush green color for me, like a really deep green, and it grows really thick in all of my tanks. It's not like stringy. So I actually have to keep trimming it back constantly, just so it doesn't get too thick for the fish to swim through. But it's great for the fry to be able to get in there and hide from the parents that want to pick them off.
Yeah, I'm up and down because I like it too. I'm in Tennessee. Chattanooga is at the bottom. It's actually like a city in Tennessee, and it's right at the bottom, right next to Georgia. Right on the border.
So Anthony's fishy friend says, yeah, I had a customer be a D-bag today. Made him move a bunch of stuff knowing I couldn't fix it, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, have fun with no internet. Yeah, that's one thing that I think people don't understand on the customer side of things is we may have to smile and nod and agree with you, so to speak, but we have our ways of getting back. I have my regular customers that come in and they're always nice and friendly, and they get a little bit better idea of when the supplies are going to be there versus the people that are pains in the butt. We'll put it that way.
So, Priscilla, have you always just been good at art, or did you take classes, or how are you so awesome?
Who said I'm good at art?
I just did.
I agree.
I don't know if I would say good, but yeah, I always did art.
Rob's Aquariums says, would you ship if someone paid the shipping, Chattanooga Ed?
Yeah, where do you live? It's got to be in the United States, and is there any states that it's illegal? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, I checked where it's from, and it's native to the whole country, so it probably is okay. But
Kabamba is illegal in some states.
So Nathan Fishboy says, I know this is probably a silly question, but has anyone tried experimenting with outside plants to be inside in their tanks? For example, water lily inside type of thing, etc. I have not. The only thing that has prevented me from doing so is that I haven't wanted to take something that's already been planted outside and bring it inside and put it in a tank for fear of pesticides or anything like that. The only thing that I've really done is take like some different like grass seed packet type things. I've used those in an aquarium before, but that's about as far as I've gone. But it's something I've always wanted to toy with. And if I had just an extra tank with a decent light, like there's such thing as an extra tank, but someplace I could do it without worrying about whether or not it would kill off the fish or if the plants would be bad for the fish. It's something I'd love to try out.
yeah, with me, I'm just learning. There's so many aquatic plants that are so awesome. I'm just trying to learn them before I start experimenting with stuff.
Well, I love to go fishing. And there's a lake here that has a lot of hornwort in it. And it's really red. It's always really super red. You can see it from the surface. So I took a bunch, brought it home, put it in one of my tanks, and it took about a week and it all died off.
Oh.
Now, I do have some of that going on. I've got some plants here from a local stream or creek or whatever you want to call it that I have in a couple of the tanks, and it's still alive. It's just not, I don't know, I don't care for it as much now that I have so many actual aquarium plants. It just doesn't seem as pretty or interesting. But it has survived. The one thing I didn't do, because I made a dumb mistake like most of us have done with something at some point, is I didn't think about the water aliens, as people call them, or the dragonfly larvae. So I ended up with dragonfly larvae.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's bad.
But other than that, the plant has survived, and I did get rid of the dragonfly larvae finally.
Don't they eat all the fish and stuff?
They try to. They're really good at picking off small fish and fry. Most of those plants went in with my piranha, so they didn't get bothered. They actually ate some of the dragonfly larvae. But like where I had a couple in the guppy tank, I wondered why my guppy fry were disappearing, because the adults in that tank didn't really tend to eat the fry. And then I noticed the wonderful little water alien in there.
Well, I'm about to set up a native nano tank.
Nice.
So,
But I still have to wrap my mind around it a little bit. I don't know if I want to use just native plants. I mean, that would be the right thing to do if you do a native biotope.
right.
Or if I'm going to just use random plants I already have and set it up as a biotope and just put native fish in it. So I'm not too sure yet.
Well, that would be cool. I do have one tank that's got some locally collected mosquito fish, some gambusia, and some of those plants I collected here together. So I guess I could call that a biotope, in theory.
I really want to do pygmy sunfish.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah, I was thinking about some of the sunfish myself. You know, there's some awesome ones out there.
Stop stealing my idea, Ed.
Aw.
Oh, I missed it somewhere. Let me see if I can find it again. I think Dragon Lair was saying, yeah, there it is. Dragon Lair, Chattanooga Ed. Elodia is illegal in Alabama, as is water lettuce and water hyacinth. And then also commented, it just jumped on me.
Was that Brad that said that?
Is illegal in Alabama. Dragon Lair.
Oh, Dragon Lair. Oh, is Dragon Lair from Alabama?
Elodia is Anacris. For the case
Or at least
somebody
I think
is
that's
wondering.
Alabama. It's A-L. I need to turn my brightness up on my screen so I can read this better.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, Dragon Lair, just like message me or something, and we'll work it out. It's all good.
Anthony's fishy friend says, tiny bug-like things in my rainwater barrel. They wiggle, are about 1/8 of an inch with a small head. Think it may be okay to feed to fish or parasitic. If I had to take a guess without seeing them, I would guess those are probably mosquito larvae, in which case there are many, many people, including myself, that will actually set up. And if I remember correctly, Dr. Black has a wonderful video that I thought was a really cool idea on how to set up a bucket specifically for collecting mosquito larvae. But yeah, if that is the case, those are definitely, you can feed those to your fish, and a lot of people do.
I've done that before. Just put a 5-gallon bucket outside with water and wait a week or so, and you have a bunch of mosquito larvae. And I used to have a tank with about 15 pea puffers.
Nice.
So I would throw mosquito larvae in there, and they actually would fight almost to the death over those mosquito larvae.
Oh, wow.
They would start puffing up because they were fighting each other so hard over it. It was ridiculous.
I think Blackie drilled a hole in his even and had
He
him
did.
going in through a hole.
Yeah, they were going in through the side. Yep. I thought it was a neat video. So if somebody's got a link, feel free to throw that up. Nathan Fishboy says, I've been experimenting with water lilies inside instead of outside. Haven't had any luck yet. I think it might be my light on why I've failed. Going to buy a new light soon, and hopefully it works. Yeah, that definitely could be a factor, especially if they're used to being outside and you've brought them inside. You know, it's definitely some adaptation on the plant's part of trying to adjust to losing that massive light source compared to what we typically have inside in the home aquaria.
Hey, does this even look like a discus?
I think so.
Yes.
I think it looks like a beautiful discus. Chewy LTD says, to be a true native biotope, it would have to have native plants in competition as per rules of shows at Fish Room Fever. And there is Chewy again dropping the knowledge. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but I do not like I do a lot of planted things, a lot of different plants, and one of the plants I do not like and really wish it wouldn't exist is hornwort. I do not like hornwort. I mean, I know it's good for the fish, but it's just so hard to maintain that it doesn't look like pure chaos. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards not using native plants, but we'll see.
I think Dragon Lair is in, gosh, I almost said Alberta, in Auburn.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Auburn's a real city. It's just not a college, isn't it? I honestly don't know. I assumed it was like a town or something.
So Dragon Lair says, dwarf water lilies need full sun to bloom, Nathan, but they will grow well with high light. See, and Codyson apparently has the sunfish, pygmy sunfish. Somebody was asking if they had any fry, and Codyson says Had 2 survive so far. I just changed up their tank, added more plants. Hopefully it helps.
Yeah, they apparently like swampy style tanks, like low water flow, murky, dirty.
So Dragon Lair is in fact in Auburn.
Yeah. But now, is Auburn College War Eagles, or I thought they were Tigers or Bulldogs or something? I guess they're War Eagles. It shows how I'm new to the South. I'm still learning.
So
and I'm
gnarly,
just getting into college football for the first time in my life.
right on. Gnarly Fish Tank says, Fishroom Fever, there is a strain of hornwort that does not shed its needles. It has more red than green colored central stem, but needles are still green like the normal kind. That sounds like a very pretty plant.
It's probably
You know-
the one that's in our lakes here. I gotta go back to that lake and pull out like a 5-gallon bucket of that hornwort because it's really pretty. It's like orange and red.
And Chewy did say
Yeah.
hornwort's not native to the USA, though. I believe it is an invasive species. Sorry, go ahead, Ed.
I think I had red hornwort when I first, well, I know I did, when I first got into plants, and it died right away. And then I found out that I was supposed to have CO2 for it to live.
For hornwort?
Yeah, well, for that red one.
Hmm. Well, yeah, anything that's reddish, it's usually does better with CO2 and highlight. That's why it's red.
It had a good light, and I had iron in the substrate, so
And that's what surprises me. I've got a bunch of crypts that are red, and I don't dose iron. I don't have CO2, and I'm honestly surprised that they grow, and I've propagated as many as I have, because usually that doesn't happen.
holy cow. Auburn College, I guess, has 2 mascots. They're Golden Eagles / Tigers. And it's still not enough to beat an elephant. I'm sorry, I had to say that.
GRV Aquatic says a little bit of natural sunlight makes hornwort thrive, gets reddish orange tips. It's stunning. Yeah, you can't beat natural sunlight. Of course, you get into algae issues sometimes, but I've got.
Oh,
Go ahead.
did you guys know that even with if you live in a state that has stay-at-home order, you're still allowed to go fishing and stuff. You're still allowed to do recreational stuff.
Exercise and stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And Tennessee just had that happen to us officially last night at midnight.
But you still have to keep the distance. Maybe I should go fishing, and then if somebody comes too close, I can just swing the rod around, and if the rod hits them, then they're too close.
Yeah, absolutely. It gives you an excuse to whack people with a springy stick.
Yeah.
I could walk around with one of my lightsabers.
Yeah.
I might do that tomorrow, actually, and go and see if I can find some hornwort. I bet the water is really cold.
Yeah.
It's definitely been interesting. I actually have started carrying the piece of paper stating I'm an essential person in case I could get pulled over. But I don't know, I try and just keep business as usual and do the same old since I'm not confined to home. But I guess that gives me a little bit different perspective. I'm sure if I had been confined to the house, I would be feeling a lot differently about it.
Zen just says you're not allowed to sit on public beaches or on the seats. I went by ours and there were people swimming, but I didn't pay any attention to anybody sitting. That's interesting. Even though I did go by the pavilion and there was a couple people sitting at the pavilions. It was like a family having a picnic. I'll have to check out that story sometime. Dragon Lair, and I'm doing it for you.
Hello, Samuel, checking in from Virginia. I appreciate that very much. I hope you're having a wonderful, safe day. And then let's see. Rob's Aquarium says, I use the dog rule. If my dog fits between us, you're too close. I have Great Danes. Or excuse me, if my dog doesn't fit between us, you're too close. That's a good way to do it.
I love Great Danes. Hey, Dan Slee, thank you for joining us.
Uh-oh. It's Dan Slee. Everybody leave.
Everybody leave. No.
I gotta let the cat out the door real quick.
Chewy LTD says, fishing depends on state, as I do not think they allow sport fishing for marlins.
Well, you can't go on a boat and be with multiple people on a boat. I mean, you still have to follow the guidelines of 6 feet distance and don't cough on each other and that type of deal.
What if it's people that you're quarantined with, like your family?
Yeah, I mean, that's a different story then, but
Boy, that'd
the
be cool.
police
if
here is
somebody in my
breaking
family
up
had a boat like
gatherings.
that.
So if the
Yeah.
police here catches you out, they can fine you up to $3,000 or something.
Oh, wow.
If you're 10 or more people in a closed space, they'll definitely break you up.
Yeah, I think they were. Gosh, I'm trying to remember if they said that. I know the first violation is $50. I think the next was $200, and the third is jail.
Yeah, which I found funny considering they're letting out non-violent criminals out of jail.
No,
for
they're
this.
allowing violent ones too.
So
They
we're
allowed
go-
a guy that stabbed his girlfriend 15 times in the chest and killed her out in New York. So yeah,
Well, in New
they're-
York, they have bigger problems right now than probably dangerous people walking around.
I guess I would just leave them locked up.
and Nathan Fishboy says, take care, everyone. Stay healthy. Got to run now. See you next time. Nathan, I hope you have a fantastic night. I appreciate you swinging by, and we will catch you on the next go round.
Yep. Oh, if the camera was on me, I gave you a thumbs up. I did. I literally gave a thumbs up.
I understand. I'll do that a lot of times myself when I'm not on camera. I'll make hand gestures or motions and like nobody can see me. Completely forgetting. Chewy LTD says, as you cannot hike into the hot springs in Nevada or California, Fisher and Fever, my friend just tried to film some fish. As I said, go state to state.
Mm. That's cool. Or well, not really cool. It's a bummer.
Right. Dr. Black is currently unable to drive fish down to Thirsty Rabbit. $20,000 fine.
Jeez.
Yikes.
Ask your mortal enemy to do it. Ask that person in the red truck that keeps looking at the horses to do it.
That would be funny.
I know. I don't know what her name is.
People
but
just need to stay at home for a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
my
It's
therapist
not that
told me.
hard.
Oh yeah, I know. It'd be kind of fun. I got so much stuff to do right now. I'm kind of looking forward to it. But
Yeah, I was looking forward to it till I found out I was essential.
Yeah, me too.
I've never been essential. You guys are so much cooler than me.
Oh, I
But,
don't
Yeah.
think so. Well, maybe
We're
Priscilla,
important.
but I don't think I am.
Oh man. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. My therapist, my physical therapist said that she got a letter that said if the state needs her, they can request her and keep her around the clock 24 hours, but they'll pay her 24 hours,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, to do it, like be an extra nurse or nurse aide or whatever, because she had to learn some stuff.
Well, it's
Oh.
it's your duty if you're in the medical field.
Yeah. It just seems like she's more of a torturing person.
Yeah, Chewy LTD says, up here in Canada, the parks are closed, but you can fish along a river by yourself. And GRB Aquatics says, Western Australia has closed its borders to everyone, an island in an island, finally. And I definitely agree with Dr. Black 66 says you are Ed sensual.
I like that.
Oh, I wonder if I want to go fishing. I think my fishing license expired. Well, that's a problem.
You know, they apparently, of course, like Ed said, and anybody that doesn't know, I'm in the same state. We're both in Tennessee. It Our stay-at-home order just went into effect. Today at Walmart, they had it blocked off, and they had a lady at the door counting how many people were in, and then just kind of like a bouncer. Oh, we're at capacity, and she'd have to count the people going out. They actually had sections of the store blocked off. You couldn't even shop them. I'm guessing because it was non-essential items in those areas. So it's definitely, kind of hitting home now, so to speak, with Tennessee having jumped on board. I think we're at 47 states. Maybe it's 37. But I know it's getting up there for the stay-at-home orders.
Here they put an order in that everybody is required now to wear a mask.
That would be a great time to throw your sister's link out there if we had it, Ed.
If you're sick
Yeah.
or not. Yeah, I need some. Can she ship some masks? I need like 5.
She's on Etsy, and
Send me that link.
let's see. I don't know if
Later.
I'm a mod.
Oh, I'm sure you are, Ed.
Oops. Let me see. I'm gonna type. Hi there.
My sewing
Nope,
machine.
I'm a
doesn't
schmuck.
work.
Oh my goodness. How has that happened?
I should have
I
said a
mean-
schmuck because most of the people here aren't mods.
I was going to say you're a schmuck regardless, Ed, for saying that, but let me see.
Yeah.
Add
Well,
moderator. There we go.
I'll see if I say.
I don't know how that
this.
happened. That's peculiar.
Oh, wait, I know. It was on my telephone.
Hey,
She keeps. What's up?
I'm not sure if that's possible, but you should ask your sister if she could do some mask with like fish prints and marine prints on it, and then you should sell them to us.
Well, the situation is she has so much demand, she's not doing any special orders. Like she has like 8 different patterns, and she's not varying them at all. Like she had a
Yeah,
guy say
fabric.
he wanted to buy 50 of them for cash. Would she give him a discount? And she was like, nope. Just because she knows that she'll be able to pick those people up.
See, this is
Does
where
that
I
make sense?
step in and I start making the fish ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I know.
sewing machine doesn't work. Otherwise, I would do it.
That's actually when I was going to Walmart today. I was going to get fish print for mine. And I want to say real quick, thank you very much, Samuel Shatzoff, for the $2 super sticker with the fist bump. We will do the air fist bump to maintain our 6-foot distancing. I appreciate the sticker very much. Your support. I hope you're enjoying the show. I imagine you are. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't have done that donation. So glad to have you here. Let's see. Fish Whisperer Miles says, I'm waiting for the next bus. Cops all around the bus stop. It's been interesting. I had one eyeballing me earlier. I pulled off in a parking lot on the way back to work after dropping the deposit off. And I pulled over to check my phone because it had gone off several times to make sure everything was all right. And the cop was just kind of staring at me for being parked in the parking lot, which, in our state, you're not allowed to have your phone in your hand while you're driving. So it was like, yeah, I needed to check my phone and pulled off the road. But I was half expecting him to pull over to me and give me a hard time for it.
I guess I got to do this the hard way and just search for her because I typed in her Etsy name or her. Yeah. Whoops. Move.
Thank you, Dr. Black, for posting that. For anybody who does not know, Rumble's Fish Room is up next in about 10 minutes. Dr. Black has dropped a link in here. I highly recommend you go check him out. Awesome guy with an amazing setup. Does really great videos. So
Does that mean we have to stop?
Yep. But we could start up again next week.
let's say we could pick it up next Saturday if you're up for it.
I don't know.
Or you could finish it and show us the results next Saturday if you wanted to. Or
or
You could
the
pick it up
following
on your
week.
channel. Priscilla, for anybody who doesn't know, has an amazing channel.
What? I don't live stream.
Tune in for part 2 on Priscilla's channel, right?
I don't live
Yep.
stream. I need a co-host because I can't look at chat and do this at the same time.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
live
just gonna
stream either.
invite-
I just co-host.
Invite the two of you as co-hosts.
That'll work.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We'd love to do that. I am always up for going on other people's streams / helping support somebody else's channel. So if you want to do that, we definitely could.
Okay, well, her channel name on Etsy is USA Blessing Bequeath. How do you say that daggone word? Bequeath.
Bouquet?
You know, like a store.
A boutique.
Boutique? Yeah. Thank you.
Is it Boutiquique? UE?
Boutiquique.
Uh-huh. That's boutique. It's a French word.
Well, there you go.
Sand Creek Aquatic, Nathan, thank you very much for the $2 super sticker with the big red thumbs up. I appreciate you, brother. And I'm looking forward to going over onto your channel. I'm guessing we'll have Chattanooga Ed with us there as well, since I know he's on yours as a co-host too. So always look forward to hanging out with Ed. I always have a good time talking to you, Nathan. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Zen Ginger posting the link for Priscilla's YouTube channel. Thank you for doing that.
I feel like Ed's co-host everywhere.
He is. He really, really is.
Let's see. I cannot find it anywhere on here. Oh,
You
wow,
should
there's chief
stream,
ones.
Ed.
What's that?
You should stream.
Oh, that would require me to know how to do it, know what I'm doing.
Wow.
But I
why
am
don't
going
you-
to. Once I get my fish room done, I'm going to set it up like a little studio also. And James even said he would run DSL into the room.
Mhm.
And I plan on playing games and stuff. Not video games, but board games with people or card games, and just do all sorts of goofy things like that. Or like I was, Sharpie said that someday we're going to do a challenge where we both model or make like 3 little model cars within a 2-hour period and see who makes the best ones. Just weird little stuff. I thought I could also paint my models.
That sounds fun.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And-
Rumble is going to set up his stream. Goodbye, my friend. I will see you over there. Sand Creek Aquatic. If you want to bounce ideas off of me, go for it. You can either email them to me, like you mentioned earlier, or you can get me on Facebook Messenger. Whichever works better for you, my friend. And hello, D, down the wormhole. I saw you earlier, but I don't think I shouted you out because other people were talking at the moment, and it was one of the rare times that I didn't interrupt somebody else on my stream.
How do you find people's names on Etsy? Like I typed that in and it said there's no such thing. And I did the same thing for Rack and I couldn't find him, but James,
Well-
your wife, was able to find Rack for me in an instant.
What I did was Google her name when you gave it to me. I Googled Etsy and then her name, and it dropped it in a link on the Google search page. I didn't actually search her store on Etsy because I think I had the same issue that I couldn't find it when I searched Etsy for that name.
Well, did you already put a link in?
I have not. This was the last time when you and I were talking after the last stream was when I'd searched that.
Oh, I got you.
Miss Fever, if you're still hanging out and you don't care to drop the link, I know you had it pulled up at one point. Not necessarily right now, but you had it pulled up the other day when we were looking at it.
Technology, Ed. Technology.
Well, Ed, I don't think he minds me sharing this, but we've actually got it set up so that I can start a stream on Ed's channel just so that we can switch the Nocturnal Feeding Show over to his channel and him not have to deal with the tech aspect of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I can also
Smart.
hijack his channel and post any video I want on there. I haven't done that yet.
Oh,
That'd
you
be
should do
awesome
that.
too. Well, you know what? She sold out.
Yeah, that's what I
So-
was telling you. Miss Fever's like, man, she doesn't have anything in stock.
Yeah, so far this week she sold 709.
Yeah, so see, I'm going to have to get on the ball with the fish mask. We've got a whole group of people here that would work for.
Yeah, I need to figure out why my sewing machine's not working.
That's no good. Sewing machines are cool.
Oh yeah, I don't have one, but by God, I'd get one if I was going to do it for sell it. Actually selling them. I was just going to pick up the material today to hand sew my own because I want one for work.
Yep. She uses, I think, 3 layers of material or something. It's whatever the government gives a plan, like how to make the best type, and that's
Right.
what she used.
Well, and I've done stuff like that before. Case in point, in a pinch, if you've got the little, just the cheap dust masks around, you can actually take 2 of those and layer activated carbon crushed up between them. And that will help for some filtering of things. Of course, this is not actually an airborne. It's more of a droplet spread virus. But that's kind of a quick DIY, get through a smoky room type of thing. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're
I
fine.
just discovered something awesome. Since Priscilla's doing the art, I can just be in YouTube and actually read what people are saying.
Yeah.
Normally that throws me off so bad because we're off time sync. So I have to use StreamYard. StreamYard shuts off half the time. Hey, Bob. Bob's here.
You're welcome, Ad.
Well, thank you. You're swell.
Bob says y'all gonna get in trouble pretending to have Priscilla on. I know we had to find somebody that had the exact same tattoo, and we actually couldn't, so we had to buy that person the tattoo, and that was difficult.
It's actually me. I shaved my arm.
Rubs off.
She'd rub it off, but there's a shortage of rubbing alcohol in the United States, so she doesn't have anything to take it off with.
I probably can't get rid of this one ever. I had this for over 10 years.
Oh wow.
And nobody really knows what it is.
That one right there?
Yeah.
Is it a like a little blotch?
Wait. There
It's
you
a
go.
pleco
Oh,
cake.
it's a bucket. It's a bucket. A thimble?
No, it's a spray cap for a. I used to do graffiti,
Oh,
and they call them New York fat caps. It's a spray cap for
Oh,
a can.
nice.
Okay. You should drizzle some other color out of the end of it.
Right. I thought about doing something else with it, but
You see, my sister's does a lot for companies and stuff, so she's got a bunch of different designs, and she also doesn't do a lot of superheroes because they're too big, and it doesn't look very good when you're cutting them up.
oh,
You got to be careful. But I would like it if she would have made me a black one where I could put a red beard on it.
That's what I was saying. Bob Kaler's Aquatics in the chat says I have an Ed mask complete with beard.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Is I'm just taking my beard and I'm lifting it up over my face and just taping it there as kind of its own filtration unit.
here in Colorado, they recommended the males to shake a trap, basically.
Yeah, they've recommended that everywhere. Good luck, right, Ed?
Yeah. I actually shaved my beard quite down. It's a lot smaller than it was. Did you notice?
No.
I had
Oh.
not.
You guys just make me sick.
I didn't notice your beard because your eyes had me mesmerized. Okay, buddy. Eyes
Because
up
they're so
here.
squinty, you can't see them.
Good one.
I'm used to digging out of the holes with the quickness.
Yeah.
Customer service, right?
Yeah. So we've got about a minute left, and then I'm going to shut us down because we don't want to go over Rumble since he did move his back an hour. That way we wouldn't be overlapping. So I do encourage everyone to go check out his stream. Priscilla, I will leave it up to you. We could leave this run if you wanted to finish this now, and so people could peek in and out at it, or if you want to come back another time, or if you just want to finish it and post a picture on your community tab.
Oh, I can post on my community tab?
If you've got one, I would imagine you have one by now, don't you? I haven't talked to you to ever confirm that you hit your 1,000 and got all that stuff.
Oh, that's right. I should be able to get one, huh?
I like its little chin.
I gotta check up on that.
Yeah, see, I could move my camera out of the way of the screen so I could see the whole picture. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner.
Wait, I will
Hey, Danikin's here. Hey, Danikin, thanks for showing up.
I'll show you closer here in a second. It's kind of messy.
I tell you what, there's no way I could do anything nearly that good in 40 minutes, 35 minutes. So that is amazing. So yeah, that I think that's a great idea. Let's recommend everybody go check out Priscilla's channel, subscribe to her, and that way you'll get the notification when she posts the picture of the completed discus on her community tab.
Or Priscilla, if you just want to wait until the next time you're on with us, that would be cool too.
But I don't know if I come back. You never know what's happened in a week.
Yeah, I know. Maybe if James dies, you'll just have to come on to my show and do it.
Did he give
There you
you
go.
his password? Just for the case?
No one gets my password. My password.
It's kind of messy.
It'd
It's
probably
more
be
of a
best not to.
sketch.
Don't say your password while we're live.
Oh, I would,
Yeah,
but I
watch
also would
everybody
never
know.
make my password the words "my password."
Oh,
I'm
well, I
one of
wouldn't
those-
remember it anyway.
I'm one of those people that will use a random barcode from an item that I never use that I have the number memorized, and so good luck trying to figure out which one of 10,000 items I selected a barcode off of.
It must be an item from Walmart.
That's actually a good idea since I never shop there.
He hates Walmart.
I do, with a passion. I won't go into that though. So it is 9:02. Let's go check out Rumble's Fish Room. If you haven't, go subscribe to Chattanooga Ed. Awesome channel, awesome guy. Of course, Priscilla, MK Art. Go check out her channel. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you all for the super chats. Nathan, Sand Creek Aquatic, the Zen Ginger a second time. And then, oh goodness, I've forgotten the other gentleman's name with the $2 super chat. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Samuel Shatzoff with the $2 super sticker. Thank you all very much. Very much appreciated. The moderating team, thank you all for being here and putting in work. And everybody lurking, commenting, and just hanging out with us. Appreciate you stopping by. We will see you Thursday/Friday early morning for the Doc Turtle Feeding Show. Until next time, I hope you all have a great day. Keep your fish healthy. Keep yourselves healthy. But catch yourself a little fish room fever. Bye, guys.
Bye.